Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2001 season in Payoff Pitch Baseball. The final block of August finds us on August 30th, 2001 at Jacobs Field in Cleveland, Ohio, where the Boston Red Sox are playing the Cleveland Indians, and Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at Jacobs Field. Go Tribe, obviously an Indians fan. Looking at the standings in the American League Central, the happiness will probably continue for Philip as he hears the Cleveland Indians are at 83 wins and 49 losses, which is good for first place in the Central Division. They've got a magic number of 19 to win the division. So a little early to look at a magic number in terms of that, but they're definitely closer to making the playoffs than they are to winning the division. As for the American League East, the Boston Red Sox are hardly part of the conversation right now. They have a record of 58 wins and 73 losses. They're in fourth place in the division, ahead of only the already eliminated Toronto Blue Jays. Boston's doomsday number right now is 8. They won't get there tonight, but they're not far from it, an Ohio team fan. Good to know. Anywho, we're expecting a sellout here in Jacobs Field, and I'm hoping we do not have another 12-inning marathon tonight. After the Battle of the Birds earlier went 12 innings, I don't think I have another 12-inning marathon in me tonight, to be perfectly honest. Plus, we've got another small product unboxing we're going to get to in the 7th inning stretch. Reds Tribe, Blue Jackets, FC Cincy. FC Cincy, probably a soccer fan, or probably a soccer team. Anyway, let's jump into this one. Starting pitcher for the Cleveland Indians is Bartolo Colon, the ageless wonder himself. 14-12 with a 4.09 ERA, 222 and a third innings pitched, 220 hits, 26 homers, 90 walks, 201 strikeouts in 2001. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup that he's got to keep in check tonight. Leading off, we've got Trot Nixon in center field, Jose Offerman at first base, Chris Steins is at second base, Manny Ramirez is your designated hitter, Dante Bichette is in left field, Troy O'Leary's in right field, Shea Hillenbrand is at third base, Scott Hatteberg's catching, and Mike Lansing is at shortstop. And now that I'm not dealing with anything else today, I can put my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Everything finally got handled today. Leading off for the Red Sox tonight is Trot Nixon. Colon is a righty, so 26 homers and 64 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Once again, we have a lot of teams using red, white, and blue dice. Indians being the home team are one of them. Indians trying to get some breathing room in the American League Central. Boston trying not to be forgotten in the American League East. Colon will get the sign from Ed Taubensee. Which team will achieve their goal tonight? Only the dice know, and in order to find out what the dice know, we have to go to the first pitch. So let's play ball. We will get started with a 7, a patient 21, and Colon will start us off with ball 4 to Nixon as a curveball misses the zone. Nixon on with a leadoff walk, and we are underway here at Jacobs Field. Infield will set for double play depth. Jose Offerman, now the batter. 8 homers, 34 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Colon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. I think that camera, okay. 8 is a tough 15. That'll be a swing and a miss by Offerman. Strike 3, out number 1, strikeout number 1 for Colon tonight. One down, and Chris Steins is now the batter. 5 homers, 14 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nixon is at first. He is not a danger to go anywhere. Jump of 3 against the hold of 4. Yeah, no, he's not going anywhere. Colon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 31. Called strike 3 on Steins. Strikeout number 2 for Colon already. That's out number 2. Manny Ramirez, now the batter. 31 homers, 38 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 90. Ramirez will get into that one. He'll get enough of it. He'll get a base hit. Oops, I forgot to shuffle Boston's fast action cards, so hold on while I do that real quick, and I will catch up with chat. USA won in hockey today. I knew the women won the gold. The men were playing the semifinals. I think I saw that when I was down at the dealer this morning, getting my car dropped off for service this morning. Just shuffling up the fast action cards for Boston because I need to draw one here. That is a line drive into center field. Nixon will actually come all the way around on that. Remember, one extra base advancement with 2 outs. The fast action card says 2 bases, so Nixon will actually turn on the Jets. He will come all the way around to score. And Boston will get us off to an early 1-0 lead. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Dante Bichette with 2 outs. 10 homers, 10 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 12. Swing and a miss by Bichette. Strike 3. That will retire the side. But the Red Sox strike first. A walk and a hit. And after half an inning, score is now Boston 1, Cleveland coming to bat. U.S. plays Canada Sunday for gold. Cool. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is Hideo Nomo. 13-10 with a 4.50 ERA. 198 innings pitched, 171 hits, 26 homers, 96 walks, 220 strikeouts in 2001. This should be a great pitchers matchup. Let's see what kind of lineup Nomo is going to have to keep in check for the Indians tonight. Leading off, Kenny Lofton is in center field. Omar Vizquel is at short. Roberto Alomar is at second base. Juan Gonzalez is your designated hitter. Jim Thome is at first base. Ellis Burks is in left field. Russell Branyan is at third base. Will Cordero is in right field. And Eddie Taubensee is catching tonight. Kenny Lofton leading off for the Indians. 12 homers, 38 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. And I will see you guys for the top of the second. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 90, and that'll be a ground ball over to second. Picking that up is going to be Steins. He will make the play over to first for out number 1. Omar Vizquel, now the batter for the Tribe. 1 homer, 49 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. His job, looks like RJL is back with inside pitch advance tonight. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 89. Grounded over to short. This time, that's Lansing picking that one up. He will make the play over to first for out number 2. Roberto Alomar, now the batter. 13 homers, 58 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 80. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Nixon will track that one down for Boston. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the bottom of the first. After 1, Boston out to an early 1-0 lead. Top of the second, continue this in the middle of the Red Sox order. Troy O'Leary will lead off. 13 homers, 22 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. All of his homers and all but one of his walks coming against righties. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 82. Just misses that against Cologne. That'll be hit hard, but it'll be hit right at Alomar. Alomar will take his time, throw it over to first, for out number 1. Shea Hillenbrand, now the batter for Beantown. 10 homers, 8 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. 1-0 Red Sox here in the top of the second. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 40. Plunk, ouch. Cologne loses control of a slider and hits Hillenbrand with it. Infield set for double play. Batter now is Scott Hatteberg. 2 homers, 28 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Hillenbrand not going anywhere. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 78. That'll be lifted into center field. Lofton will track that one down for Cleveland. He will make the catch for out number 2. Mike Lansing, now the batter for Boston. 6 homers, 16 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 56. Grounded over to third. Grabbing that is not Hillenbrand, is Branyan. He will take his time, throw that across the horn, and that will retire the side. The hit batter goes for nothing for Boston. We are still looking at a 1-0 Red Sox game moving into the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Indians, we've got the middle of their order. Here's Juan Gonzalez. 25 homers, 30 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 38. Called strike 3 on Wangan. That's out number 1. First strikeout of the night by Nomo. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Jim Thome, now the batter. 45 homers, 77 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. If Nomo makes a mistake, that ball is headed to Jupiter. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 82. Thome's just going to miss having a single. Instead, he's going to lift that into center field. Back for that is Nixon. He'll be back near the track, but he will have enough room to make the catch. That will be out number 2. Burks, now the bat. Ellis Burks is now at the plate. 19 homers, 47 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 3. That's an ugly swing by Burks, but that will be strike 3, and that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Nomo, but 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Boston after 2. Top of the third coming up. Back to the top of the Red Sox order we go. Here's Nixon. Nixon led us off with a walk. 1-0 Boston, top of the third. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 23. Swing and a miss by Nixon. Strike 3, out number 1. That is the 4th strikeout by Cologne here tonight. One gone. Batter now is Offerman. Offerman tonight is 0 for 1. He was the first strikeout victim for Cologne. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 95. That'll be lifted into left field. Back for that one is Burks. He will track it down with no issues, make the catch. Out number 2. Steins, now the batter with 2 outs. Steins tonight is 0 for 1. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 28, and Steins is going to get into that one. That'll get to the wall, and he will extend the inning with a 2-out double. Ramirez, now the batter. Ramirez drove in the game's only run so far. 1-0 Boston, Steins at second. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 71. Called strike 3 on Ramirez, and the inning is over. 5th strikeout of the night for Cologne, but the Indians managed to navigate a 2-out double here in the top of the third. Still 1-0 Boston as we move into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third brings us to the bottom of the Indians' order. Here's Russell Branyan leading off for the Indians. 15 homers, 30 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 6, and Branyan says, I got your tie game right here with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Russell Branyan, tie game. We are knotted at 1 here at Jacobs Field. Stadium cheers. Yay! Will Cordero, now the batter. 3 homers, 13 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo served up a meatball. Branyan was able to turn it into pizza and tie the game. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 73. That's grounded over to second. Charging in for that is Steins. He'll make a barehanded play, throw out Cordero by a couple of steps. That's out number 1. Eddie Taubensee, now the batter for the Indians. 3 homers, 7 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 11. Swing and a miss by Taubensee. Strike 3. That's out number 2. 3rd strikeout of the night by Nomo. Two down in the inning, and the batter now is Lofton. Lofton grounded out to second his first time up. Nomo will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set. Here's Nomo's very unique windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 66. Lofton just misses getting on base. Instead, he'll ground that over to short. Getting to that is Lansing. He'll take it on a hop. He'll throw it over first and retire the side. Cleveland ties this game with their only hit of the inning. being a solo bomb by Russell Branyan. We are tied at 1 here at Jacobs Field after 3. We'll do tonight's product unboxing during the 7th inning stretch tonight. I'm also going to take a quick drink before we continue into the top of the 4th. Boston will send the middle of their order up. Leading off is Bichette. Bichette tonight is 0 for 1. Tied at 1 here at Jacobs Field on a pair of solo jacks. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 81. That'll be lifted into center field. Lofton back for that one. He will make the catch for out number 1. O'Leary, now the batter. O'Leary tonight is 0 for 1. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 24. Swing and a miss by O'Leary. Strike 3. That's out number 2. 6th strikeout of the night by Cologne. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Hillenbrand, now the batter with 2 outs. Hillenbrand was hit by a pitch his first time up. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set and he will pitch. 4 is a tough 25. Called strike 3 on Hillenbrand, and the inning is over. 7th strikeout by Cologne, but more importantly, 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox here in the top of the 4th. We are tied at 1 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th brings us back to the top of the Indians' order. Here's Vizquel. Vizquel tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded to short his first time up. Tied at 1, bottom of the 4th. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set and he will pitch. 10 is a patient 23, and that's ball 4. Changeup misses the zone. Vizquel will have a leadoff walk. Infield will move to double play. Batter now is Alomar. Alomar tonight is 0 for 1. Vizquel a jump of 4 against a hold of 10. He would be a C5. C5 is an excellent chance to steal. They're going to try it. He needs a 77 or less to get the jump. So Vizquel is going to try to take the double play away. That's a 6. Vizquel is off to second on the stolen base, and he will get there in time. The throw will be high from Hatterberg, but Vizquel will make it to second on a stolen base. Stadium cheers. Yay! That will take the double play away for the Red Sox. Vizquel now in scoring position. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 63. And Alomar is going to get into that one. That'll get all the way to the wall. The Red Sox outfield will have trouble with it, and that'll be plenty for Cleveland to take the lead. Vizquel will score. Alomar will be at third with a triple. It's 2-1 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Stolen base ends up not mattering. The infield will play in. Here's Wangan. Wangan tonight is 0 for 1. Alomar giving the Indians a 2-1 lead. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set and he will pitch. Boxcars is a defense check. Let's see who we're looking at for Boston. Error on the first baseman. Offerman is the first baseman. His error rating is a 2. This could be trouble. Offerman is going to make an error. That'll be a one-base error. Alomar will score. Wangan will go to first. 3-1 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Infield will move to double play depth as there's no one out here in the bottom of the 4th. Batter now is Tommy. Tommy tonight is 0 for 1. The statement still stands. If Nomo makes a mistake, that ball's headed to Mars, headed to Jupiter. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a patient 84, and Tommy's going to get a hold of that one. That'll be a base hit. Line drive into left field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Wangan will go to third, and just like that, we've got runners at the corners and still nobody out. Nomo has run into a ton of trouble here in the 4th. Burks, now the batter. Burks tonight is 0 for 1. The infield's got to play in. They don't want this getting any worse. Getting loose for Boston, we're going to look into the Red Sox bullpen, see if somebody can start warming up. Because Nomo seems to be having a lot of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see. I think the Red Sox are looking at eating innings, so they're going to get Casey Fossum warming up in the bullpen. Three to 1 Indians here in the bottom of the 4th, and there is still no one out. Nomo will get the sign from Hatterberg. Fans here at Jacobs Field are loud. Nomo will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 45, and that's going to be the end of Nomo's night, because Burks is going to extend the lead with a boom! That ball is hit high! That ball is hit deep! That ball is gone! Home run, Ellis Burks. A 3-run shot. It is now 6-1 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Batter now is Branyan. Branyan with a solo shot in the bottom of the 3rd, and that is going to be it for Nomo. The Red Sox have seen enough of him. Casey Fossum will come in to take over for the Red Sox. 3-2 with a 4.87 ERA. 44 1/3 innings pitched, 44 hits, 4 homers, 20 walks, 26 strikeouts in 2001. And there is still no one out here in the bottom of the 4th. 6-1 Cleveland. As the Indians have just absolutely teed off here on the Red Sox. I'm just getting Digital Diamond all caught up here. Philip, you've got to be mighty happy with what you're seeing out of the Tribe tonight. Fossum taking over. He will get the sign from Hatterberg. Fans here at Jacobs Field like what they see as well. Fossum will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 57. Called strike 3 on Branyan. That's out number 1. First out of the inning, and we're only... And Branyan is the 6th batter at the plate for Cleveland here in the bottom of the fourth. Cordero, now the batter. Cordero's 0 for 1. Fossum will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set, and he will pitch. That's cocked. 11 is an in-play 73. That'll be grounded over to second. Coming in for that one is going to be Steins. He will make the play over to first. That's out number 2. Taubensee, now the batter. Taubensee struck out his first time up. Fossum will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 50, and Taubensee will extend the inning with a 2-out single. Here's Lofton. Lofton is 0 for 2 tonight. 6-1 Cleveland, bottom of the fourth. Fossum will get the sign from Hatterberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 86. He's a lefty. That's in play. A 72 is going to be way too high to do anything except lift that into center field, where Nixon will be waiting for that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But, yeah, for Cleveland fans, that was an inning. 5 runs on 4 hits, a walk, a stolen base, and an error. And Cleveland has run away with this one, 6-1 Indians after 4. Top of the 5th brings us back to the bottom of the Red Sox order. Here's Hatterberg. Hatterberg tonight is 0 for 1. Colon has got to be feeling mighty good coming out of the dugout with a 5-run lead all of a sudden. Colon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 27. And against a righty, Hatterberg will start the inning off with a base hit. He will have a single. Lansing, now the batter as the infield moves to double play depth. Lansing tonight is 0 for 1. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 96. That'll be lifted into left field. Back for that one is Burks. He'll make the catch coming in on the run. Out number 1. Nixon, now the batter. Nixon is 0 for 1. He walked tonight. He walked in the first. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. Trying to get around a 2-out, actually a leadoff single. Cologne will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 65. Just misses that. That will be a ground ball over to short. Charging in for that one is Vizquel. He'll make a barehanded play over to first. Wait, we got to see if they can turn the double play. That'll be a 5 or less on 2d6. No, Hatterberg will be thrown out. Nixon will go to first. That's out number 2. Two outs in the inning. Batter now is Offerman. Offerman tonight is 0 for 2. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 51. Offerman's going to get into that one. He's going to have a base hit out of it. Sharp liner drops in front of the left fielder. Nixon will turn on the Jets. He will get to third as Offerman has a 2-out single. Steins, now the batter with 2 outs. Steins is 1 for 2 with a double tonight. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a wheelhouse 63. Fortunately for Cologne, that is too high. That'll be hit hard, but it'll be hit right to Branyan. He will take his time, throw it across the horn, and retire the side. 2 hits, but the Red Sox aren't able to do anything with them. It is still 6-1 Cleveland as we move into the bottom of the 5th. The Red Sox are going to plan to let Fossum eat up a few innings. Leading off the bottom of the 5th, we're back to the top of the order. Here's Vizquel. Vizquel got the chaos started back in the 4th with a walk and a stolen base. Otherwise, he's actually 0 for 1. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 37. That's a leadoff single for Vizquel. He will get on leading off the 5th just like he did the 4th. Infield set for double play. Alomar now the batter. Alomar tonight is 1 for 2. He's got a triple. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. Alomar not bunting. Vizquel not much of a stealer. Fossum will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 75. He's not that patient. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is Steins. We'll see if the Red Sox can turn a double play. That'll be a 5 or less on 2d6. No, Vizquel will be thrown out. Alomar will go to first. That's out number 1. As they will take the fielder's choice, here's Wangan. Wangan is 0 for 1, but he reached on an error and scored as part of Burks' 3-run homer. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 17. Uh-oh. That's wheelhouse for Wangan. And that ball just got out of here with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Wangan. Cleveland continuing to tee off on Boston. It's 8-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Tommy. Tommy tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Not quite if Fossum makes a mistake. That ball is going to Mars, but not too far either. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 61. Called strike 3 on Tommy. That's out number 2. That is the second strikeout by Fossum tonight. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Speaking of Burks, he gets a nice hand coming out of the dugout. He is 1 for 2, but that 1 was a 3-run homer. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 90. That will be grounded over to short. Coming in for that one is Lansing. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. But the Indians get 2 more runs on 2 hits. A 2-run blast by Wangan. It is 8-1 Cleveland after 5. Well, I think we know which team's in the pennant race, right, folks? Top of the 6th coming up, and we've got the middle of the Red Sox order. Here's Manny. Manny's 1 for 2 with the Red Sox only run driven in tonight. 8-1 Cleveland, top of the 6th. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 30. That's actually going to be a wild pitch. Ball 1, we will do it again. 10 is a tough 79. Called strike 3 on Ramirez, just barely, but he tried to lay off the pitch, but it was just enough for strike 3. That's out number 1. That is the 8th strikeout by Cologne tonight. 1 down in the inning. And here's Bichette. Bichette is 0 for 2. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 48. Called strike 3 on Bichette. 9th strikeout by Cologne. And that's out number 2. Batter now is O'Leary. O'Leary's 0 for 2. We can actually get rid of that. I'll move that back over to its place in a second. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. Boxcars is a ballpark 19. Uh-oh. That's wheelhouse for O'Leary. And a 39 is going to start to cut into that Cleveland lead, but they need a lot more runs than that. That will get out of here, though, with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Troy O'Leary. 8-2 Cleveland. Stadium shrugs. Here's Hillenbrand. Hillenbrand tonight is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch. 8-2 Cleveland, top of the 6th. Cologne will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 65. He's not that patient. That'll be grounded over to second. Picking that up is Alomar. He'll make the play over to first. Side retired. 1 run, 1 hit, a solo bomb by Troy O'Leary. It is now 8-2 Cleveland as we move into the bottom of the 6th. While Fossum gets his warm-up tosses in, we're going to get some activity in Cleveland's bullpen. As coming into pitch, as getting loose for the Indians, is going to be lefty Rich Rodriguez. Bottom of the 6th brings us to the bottom of the Indians' order. Here's Branyan. Branyan is 1 for 2 with a solo bomb. 8-2 Cleveland, bottom of the 6th. Fossum looking in at Branyan. Fossum gets the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 36. Branyan will swing through the changeup for strike 3. That's out number 1. Excuse me. Batter now is Cordero with 1 out. Cordero is 0 for 2. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 33. That's wheelhouse for Cordero. That's a 23, and that'll be a base hit for Cordero. He will have a single here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Infield will set for double play. Batter now is Taubensee. Taubensee is 1 for 2 with a single tonight. 8-2 Cleveland, bottom of the 6th. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 16. Oh boy, well, that's wheelhouse for Taubensee. It's probably not going to do much, though. A 90, nope, that'll be hit hard, but it'll be hit right to Steins. We'll see if the Red Sox can turn the double play. That needs to be a 7 or less on 2d6. Steins has got it. He'll throw that over to Lansing to get Cordero. Lansing will make the relay over to Offerman. That'll be in time. That'll be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Single goes for nothing for the Indians. It is now 8-2 Cleveland after 6. Colon is going to come out of the game. He's pitched a reasonable effort tonight, but the Indians are going to turn it over to the bullpen. They're going to turn it over to Rich Rodriguez tonight. 2-2 with a 4.15 ERA. 39 innings pitched, 41 hits, 2 homers, 17 walks, 31 strikeouts in 2001. Colon currently leaving with the win. And in an 8-2 game, Cleveland is in the thick of the pennant race. They'd better be able to hold it. Here's Hatteberg leading off for Bowtown. Hatteberg tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. I'm just letting Digital Diamond get caught up here. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 70. And against the lefty, that'll be grounded over to short. Coming in for that one on a slow roller's Vizquel. He'll have to make a barehanded play, but he will over to first, getting Hatteberg by a couple steps. That's out number 1. Batter now is Lansing. Lansing is 0 for 2 tonight. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 21. Called strike 3 on Lansing. That's out number 2. First strikeout of the night by Rodriguez. 2 down in the inning. Batter now is Nixon. Nixon tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is an in-play 10. Nixon will extend the inning with a base hit. He will have a single. Offerman, now the batter with 2 outs. Offerman is 1 for 3 with a single. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 34. Called strike 3 on Offerman. The inning is over. That is the second strikeout for Rodriguez tonight. A 2-out single comes to nothing for the Red Sox. It is still 8-2 Cleveland as we move into the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. Don't forget, we will have Ultra Quick Baseball after tonight's game. The next game of the replay will be tomorrow afternoon, I'm thinking. I'd like to do another double block. in the replay because we are definitely getting... We're going to be... If I am able to do doubles tomorrow, we will be at the September 11th break after tomorrow night's block, and we will be starting to pick games on the fly. This one's going to take us into September, though, as we've got September 3rd, 2001. We will be at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as the Milwaukee Brewers will be playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ruben Caveda will be going for the Brewers, and Jimmy Anderson will be going for the Pirates in a National League Central matchup. Before we get to that, though, I just got this delivery in from Amazon today, so let's see what we've got in here. And no, I promise it's not a game. Okay. Alright, got it. So what we've got in here is another Loke Battle Mats book. This one is the Giant Book of Battle Mats for Dragon Lairs and Dungeons. And looking at the back of it, ooh, I like this. So another set of map books that I can use in my RPGs. So that's very cool. We'll get that out of the way toward my book of maps. Toward my books of maps. Bottom of the 7th, Fossum finishing up his warm-up tosses as we go through that. We're back to the top of the order for the Tribe. Leading off the bottom of the 7th, we've got Lofton, as Cleveland is very happy with what they see so far. Lofton tonight, though, is 0 for 3, so he's not real happy with himself. We'll get some activity in Cleveland's bullpen, as getting loose for Cleveland will be... They'll get Ricardo Rincon warming up. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 59, and against the lefty, that'll be just a little bit too high. That'll get lifted into left field. Back for that one is Bichette. He will make the catch. That's out number 1. Vizquel now the batter with 1 out. Ugh, come on. Vizquel tonight is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Let's do this. I didn't realize we had 2 RRs because that's how I keep notes of abbreviations when pitchers come in. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 78. He's batting righty. That's in play. A 31 is just going to miss it. That'll get popped up on the infield. Steins will get under that at second base to make the catch. 4 out number 2. Alomar, now the batter. Alomar is 1 for 3, but that 1 was a triple. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is an in-play 68. That'll be way too high. That'll be grounded over to second. Steins will charge that one. He'll make the play over to first. Side retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians here in the bottom of the 7th. Cleveland still holding on to an 8-2 lead after 7. Top of the 8th coming up, and we've got the heart of the Red Sox order coming up. Here's Steins. Steins tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. 8-2 Cleveland, top of the 8th. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 63, and against the lefty, that'll be grounded over to third. Picking that up for Cleveland is going to be Branyan. He'll take his time, throw that across the horn for out number 1. Ramirez, now the batter. Ramirez is 1 for 3. That one was an RBI single a lifetime ago back in the first. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee, and he will pitch. 3 is an in-play 93. Ramirez will get under that one badly. He'll lift it into left field. Back for it is Burks. He'll make the play for out number 2. Bichette, now the batter with 2 outs. Bichette's 0 for 3. Rodriguez will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is an in-play 73. Bounced over to second. Picking that up is Alomar. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox here in the top of the 8th. Cleveland with an 8-2 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th coming up, and we're back in the middle of the order. Here's Wangan. Wangan is 1 for 2 with a 3-run bomb, and he reached on an error. He's the one who actually blew this game wide open for Cleveland. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 62, and against a lefty, that'll be a fly ball into right field. Coming in for that one was O'Leary. He'll make the catch on the jog. That's out number 1. Here's Tomey. Tomey tonight is 1 for 3. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 48. Uh-oh, Tomey, that's wheelhouse. A 29, he's just going to miss a homer, but he will have a 2-bagger. Tomey will be at second base with a double. Here's Burks with 1 out. Burks is 1 for 3, but that one was another 3-run homer. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 53, and that'll be a base hit for Burks. He will have a single. Hard grounder into left field. That'll bring Tomey in to score. That'll bring Tomey in to score. Burks will go to first. It's 9-2 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Branyan, now the batter as the infield goes to double play. Branyan tonight is 1 for 3, but that one was a solo shot. That tied the game back in ye olden ancient times of the 3rd. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is an in-play 85. That'll be bounced over to second. Steins will wait for that one. We'll see if Boston can turn the double play. 4 or less on 2D6. Not even close. And actually, Burks will go to second. The only play they'll have is over to first. 2 down in the inning. As Burks will go to second on the throw. Burks got a great jump. Batter now is Cordero with 2 outs. Cordero tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Fossum will get the sign from Hatteberg. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 38. And Cordero's actually going to get into that one. That'll get to the wall. They'll have problems getting to it. And that's going to be a triple. That'll bring Berkson to score. Cordero will go to third. 10-2 Cleveland. Stadium cheers. Yay! Taubensee, now the batter. Taubensee tonight is... Actually, Fossum is probably tired. So they're actually going to lift him out of the game. Taubensee tonight's 1 for 3. Just making some notes here. Coming into pitch is going to be Alan McDill. No wins, no losses, 5.52 ERA. 14 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits, 2 homers, 7 walks, 16 strikeouts in 2001. His job is to stop the bleeding right here. The infield, not going to bother playing back because there are 2 outs in the inning. As ID Jester now joins us here at Jacobs Field. And yeah, if this one goes 12 tonight, Philip, I don't know what I'm going to do with this replay. This replay has just absolutely refused to behave tonight. Actually, as a replay, this whole season has refused to behave. The stands are doing crazy things. The games themselves are nuts. We've got rare plays all over the board. It's just, this has been absolutely crazy, to say the least. McDill will get the sign from Hatterberg. And isn't that a baseball name? McDill. McPickle, might as well say. McDill will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a tough 49. Called strike 3 on Taubensee, and the inning is over. The Indians do get a run, though. Actually, they get 2 runs on... 2 runs on 3 hits. And it is now 10-2 Cleveland, where now we've got the age-old question of, will we see some 9th inning magic? Please, no! Yes, I know that was a horrible whine. Anyway, Rodriguez is going to come out of the game. Taking over on the mound is Ricardo Rincon. 2-1 with a 2.83 ERA. 54 innings pitched, 44 hits, 3 homers, 21 walks, 50 strikeouts in 2001. His job is to get this game over with. And please, I could stand a normal game to get some rest. I feel like lately it's been nothing but 9th inning games. Return to Thursday Night Baseball, 11 innings. This morning, while I was waiting for my car to get finished, 12 innings. It's like, I can't take much more of this. Here's O'Leary. O'Leary tonight is 1 for 3, but that one was a solo bomb back in the 6th. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 46. Called strike 3 on O'Leary. That's out number 1. Hillenbrand, now the batter. Hillenbrand is 0 for 2, but he's been hit by a pitch. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 16, and that against a lefty is going to be a base hit. Hillenbrand will have a single. Infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Hatteberg. Hatteberg tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 84. Grounded over to second. Picking that up is Alomar. Will the game end on a double play? 7 or less on 2d6. No. Hillenbrand will be thrown out at first. Or second, Hatteberg will go to first. The relay won't be in time. That's out number 2. And the last chance for the Red Sox comes to Mike Lansing. Lansing tonight is 0 for 3. 2 outs, top of the 9th. 10-2 Indians. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. Fans here at Jacobs Field are on their feet. Rincon will get the sign. He will set. He will kick. And he will pitch. 11 is a patient 38. And that is a base hit by Lansing. He will have a single. Sharp liner into center field. Hatteberg will turn the Jets on. He will come all the way around. He will score. Lansing will go to first. 10-3. Please don't be the start of a comeback. Please don't be the start of a comeback. Here's Nixon. Nixon tonight is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 3 is a patient 53, and Nixon gets into one. That's going to be a double. Lansing will score. It's now 10-4, Boston. Oh, come on, Cleveland. Close this thing out already, will you? God. Offerman, now the batter. Offerman tonight is 1 for 4. Come on, Cleveland. You got 2 outs. Get this game over with already. Rincon will get the sign from Taubensee. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 10. Swing and a miss by Offerman. Strikeout. That's your game. Thank God. The Cleveland Indians hold on and beat the Boston Red Sox by a final score of 10-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. I know I'm supposed to be an unbiased announcer here, but hey, after a 12-inning game and not wanting another one, I'm allowed to have my bias moments. For the Indians, 10 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Red Sox, 4 runs, 9 hits and 1 error. Winning pitcher tonight is going to be Bartolo Colon. He will pick up the win. Hideo Nomo will end up with the loss. Of course, you guys know that we're not done yet, because after I get my cleanup, we have to see how the rest of the majors fared, and we've got Ultra Quick Baseball for that. And this one, well, we were never worried about this one going 12. Visitors cheer that Phoenix Knight doesn't need to have a meltdown. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just glad this one isn't going 12 innings. Because I don't need another one of those games, thank you very much. And unfortunately in the postseason, once we get to elimination games in the postseason, I'm not even going to have the fast score house rule to help myself out with that. I'm just going to have to take the long games on the chin at that point, because I don't like the idea of elimination games coming down to a clutch roll in fast score. And once again, it is time to see how the rest of the majors fared. And we've got Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games to help us out with that. The Indians are going to pick up a 10-4 victory over the Red Sox here as we start the final block of August in this replay. And do I have an unboxing tonight? I think we're going to get to an unboxing tonight. I did crack open... I'll show you what I did crack open tonight. I cracked open this giant book of battle mats from a local battle mats. This is the Dragon Lairs and Dungeons book. But I think I'm going to have something else I'm going to be unboxing tonight. So stay tuned to the channel for that a little bit later tonight after I have a little bit of time to decompress once we get through Ultra Quick Baseball. So bear with me while I get through this. Let's move to August 30th in the block. We've got the Giants and the Diamondbacks. San Francisco, T12 is 2. Arizona, S26 is 4. And the Snakes get the win over the Giants. Expos and the Braves. Montreal, P24 is 3. Atlanta, N53 is 4. That's a win for the Braves. Athletics and the Orioles. Oakland, Q61 is 7. Baltimore, P16 is 3. That's a win for the Athletics. Marlins and the Cubs. I'm going to re-roll that. Marlins, R43 is 5. Cubs, S52, that's 6. That's a win for the Baby Bears. White Sox and the Tigers. White Sox, N14 is 2. Tigers, O44 is 4. The Kitty Cats will double up the Pale Hose. Reds and the Astros. Cincinnati, P16 is 3. Houston, Q11 is 0. That game belongs to the Reds. Angels and the Royals. Anaheim, L54 is 4. Kansas City, P22 is 3. That's a win for the Halos. Rockies and the Dodgers. Colorado, U35 is 5. Los Angeles, M22 is 2. That's a win for Colorado. Rangers and the Twins. Texas, T62 is 8. Minnesota, M32 is 3. And Texas is going to be a force in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. Blue Jays and the Yankees. Blue Jays wanted this game. R66 is 10. Yankees, S43 is 5. The Blue Jays will double up the Bronx Bombers. Phillies and the Mets. Phillies, R41 is 4. Mets, O32 is 3. That's a win for the Fightin' Phils. Padres and the Cardinals. Padres, T22 is 4. Cardinals, Q46 is 5. That's a rare win for the Redbirds. Mariners and the Devil Rays. Tampa Bay, P16 is 3. Or Seattle, P16 is 3. Tampa Bay, R43 is 5. That's a win for the Devil Rays. August 31st, we've got the Padres and the Diamondbacks. San Diego, T35 is 5. Arizona, Q63, that's 7. And the Snakes will poison the Priests. Cubs and the Braves. Cubs, S36 is 5. Braves, Q54 is also 5. They will have extras. Chicago rolls a 6. -2 is 4. Atlanta also rolls a 6. Also -2 is also 4. A game that nobody wants to win, but Atlanta will get it in extras by virtue of home field. Mariners and the Orioles. Seattle. R56 is 7. Orioles. Q45 is 5. That's a win for Seattle. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees. R51 is 5. Red Sox. S52, that's 6. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Indians and the White Sox. Cleveland. S63 is 8. Chicago. Q45 is 5. That's a win for the Tribe. Pirates and the Reds are both L's. Pittsburgh rolls a 51. That's 3. Cincinnati rolls a 62. That's 5. That's a win for the Reds. Rangers and the Royals. Texas. P26 is 3. Kansas City. J36 is also 3. They will go to extras. Texas rolls a 2. +1 is 3. Kansas City rolls a 5. -1 is 4. That's a win for the Royals in extras. Cardinals and the Dodgers. Cardinals. R13 is 3. Dodgers. S55 is 7. That's a win for the Dodgers. Astros and the Brewers in a big National League Central showdown. Both teams roll 24s. Houston's P is 3. The Brewers' Q is also 3. They will have extras. Houston rolls a 2. +0 is 2. Milwaukee rolls a 1. -3 is -2. The Astros will take that one in bonus baseball. Angels and the Twins. Anaheim. P52 is 5. Minnesota. S63 is 8. That's a win for the Twins. Marlins at the Mets. Florida. R41 is 4. Mets. N46 is also 4. They will go to extras. Marlins roll a 3. -4 is -1. Mets roll a 1. +3 is 4. The Mets will get a happy recap in bonus baseball. Expos and the Phillies are both P's. Montreal rolls a 42. That's 4. Philadelphia rolls a 22. That's 3. That's a win for Montreal. Diamondbacks and the Padres. Arizona. O15 is 2. San Diego. T36 is 5. That's a win for the Friars as they survive the snake's venom. Rockies and the Giants. Wow, neither team wanted this game. Colorado's U11 is 1. San Francisco's O is 0. And a game nobody wants to win, that one goes to the Rockies. A rare pitcher's duel in Ultra Quick. Athletics and the Devil Rays. Oakland. Oakland 036 is a big game for the Athletics. 32 sends them +1 columns. They're on column P now. 25 is probably not going to do it. That's 3. Tampa Bay with a Q65. That's 8. Nope. Tampa Bay will take that win. Tigers and the Blue Jays. Detroit. O24 is 3. Toronto. N55 is 5. And the Bluebirds will evade the Kitty Cats. On to September 1st. Padres and the Diamondbacks. Arizona did not want this game. San Diego, T63 is 8. Arizona, Q11 is 0. The Friars will survive the snake's venom. Cubs and the Braves. Cubs, S32 is 4. Braves, Q64 is 8. That's a win for the Bravos. Mariners and the Orioles. Seattle, R52 is 6. Baltimore, Q53 is 5. That's a win for Seattle. Yankees and the Red Sox. Red Sox wanted this one. Yankees, R14 is 3. Red Sox, S66 is 10. The Bo Sox will beat up the Bombers. Indians and the White Sox. Cleveland, S33 is 4. Chicago, Q53, that's 5. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Pirates and the Reds are both L's. Pittsburgh rolls a 30, both L's, right? Pittsburgh rolls a 34, that's 3. Cincinnati rolls a 61, that's 5. Another game that belongs to the Reds. Rangers and the Royals. Texas, P22 is 3. Kansas City, J65 is 6. That's a win for Kansas City. Cardinals and the Dodgers. St. Louis, R46 is 5. Dodgers, S26, that's 4. That's a win for the Redbirds. Astros and the Brewers. Houston, P35 is 4. Milwaukee, Q34 is a big game for the Brewers. Uh-oh. This could go either very well or very badly. 63 is going to send the Brewers up 3 columns. They're on column T. 51 is 6. That'll be a win for the Beer Makers. Angels and the Twins. And we will have a standings update later tonight. Angels, P12 is 1. Twins, S65 is 9. That's a win for the Twins. Marlins at the Mets. Florida, New York didn't really want this game. R55 is 7. Mets, N11 is 0. That's a win for the Fishies. Expos and the Phillies are both P's. Montreal rolls a 46. That's 5. Philadelphia rolls a 26. That's 3. And that's a win for Montreal. Rockies and the Giants. Colorado, U54 is 7. San Francisco, O26 is 3. That's a win for the Rockies. Athletics and the Devil Rays. Oakland, O62 is 6. Devil Rays, Q31, that's 4. That's a win for Oakland. Tigers and the Blue Jays. Detroit, O15 is 2. Toronto, N31 is 3. That's a win for the Blue Jays. On to September 2nd. Padres and the Diamondbacks. San Diego, T25 is 4. Arizona, Q32 is also 4. They have extras. San Diego rolls a 5, plus 1 is 6. Arizona rolls a 5, minus 1 is 4. That's a win for the Padres in extras. Cubs and the Braves. Cubs, S65 is 9. Braves, Q63 is 7. A shootout goes to the Baby Bears. Mariners and the Orioles. Seattle, R36 is 4. Now Baltimore, Q43 is 5. That's a win for the Brown Birds. Yankees and the Red Sox. Yankees, R32 is 4. Boston, S43 is 5. That's a win for the Bo Sox. Indians and the White Sox. Cleveland, S31 is 4. Chicago, Q55 is 6. That's a win for the Pale Hose. Pirates and the Reds are both L's. Pittsburgh rolls a 23, that's 2. Cincinnati rolls an 11, that's 0. The Pirates will pillage Synergy Field. Rangers and the Royals. Texas, P35 is 4. Kansas City, J65 is 6. That's a win for Kansas City. Cardinals and the Dodgers. Cardinals, R12 is 2. Dodgers, S32 is 4. The Blue Bombers will double up the Redbirds. Astros and the Brewers. Astros, P22 is 3. Brewers, Q15 is also 3. They have extras. Astros roll a 4, plus 0 is 4. Brewers roll a 1, minus 3 is -2. The Spacefarers will hold their liquor against the beer makers in bonus baseball. Angels and the Twins. Angels, P33 is 4. Minnesota, S44 is 5. That's a win for the Twins. Marlins and the Mets. Florida, R42 is 4. Mets, N15 is 2. That's a win for the Marlins. Expos and the Phillies are both P's. Montreal rolls a 43. That's 4. Philadelphia rolls a 55. That's 5. The Fightin' Phils get a win. Rockies and the Giants. Colorado, U52 is 7. San Francisco, O43 is 4. That's a win for Colorado. Athletics and the Devil Rays. Oakland, O41 is 4. Tampa Bay, Q24, that's 3. That's a win for Oakland. Tigers and the Blue Jays. Detroit, O43 is 4. Toronto, N45 is 4. They will go to extras. Detroit rolls a 1, plus 2 is 3. Toronto rolls a 5, plus 0. That'll be a win for the Blue Jays in bonus baseball. That is your Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon sometime, we will be at PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Milwaukee Brewers will be playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ruben Caveda will be going for the Brewers, and Jimmy Anderson will be up for the Pirates. Before that, tomorrow morning, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Cooking with Deadpool cookbook as we make the entree, Breakfast Chimney. Sunday morning, we've got a new game debut on the channel as we're playing Marvel Zombies by Simon. Wednesday, we'll be playing Creole Manor and another new game debut. That one is by All or Nothing Publishing. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The Cleveland Indians decide to help the baseball gods bless me by not having another 12-inning game as they hammer the Boston Red Sox tonight by a final score of 10-4. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.